Okay.
Our report is about artificial intelligence. First is, what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is the ability of a digital computer or computer-controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. The term is frequently applied to the project of developing system endowed with the intellectual processes characteristic of humans, such as the ability to reason, discover meaning, generalize, or learn from experience. Branches of artificial intelligence. There are six branches of artificial intelligence that we will discuss here. The first one is the machine learning. Machine learning is the technique that gives computers the potential to learn without being programmed, and it is actively being used in daily life. And fundamentally, it is the science that enables machine to translate, execute, and investigate data for solving real-world problems. The next one is the neural networks. Neural network is a branch of artificial intelligence that makes use of neurology, and it also replicates the human brain, where the human brain comprises an infinite number of neurons, and to code brain neurons into a system or machine is what the neural network functions. The third one is the robotics. Robotics determines the designing, producing, operating, and usage of robots. It also deals with computer systems for their control, intelligent outcomes, and information transformation.
So for the fourth one, expert systems. An expert system refers to a computer system that mimics the decision-making intelligence of a human expert. It conducts this by deriving knowledge from its knowledge base by implementing reasoning and insights rules in terms with user queries. So for the fifth, fuzzy logic is a technique that represents and modifies uncertain information by measuring the degree to which the hypothesis is correct. Fuzzy logic is also used for reasoning about naturally uncertain concepts. And for the last one, natural language processing. NLP is the part of computer science and AI that can help in communicating between computers and humans by natural language. It is a technique of computational processing of human languages. It enables a computer to read and understand data by mimicking human natural language.
And the article or the topic that we chose in artificial intelligence is the smart classroom technology in artificial intelligence. First, smart classroom. Smart classroom, a computer, interactive whiteboard, and projector are typically seen in smart classrooms, which are teacher-led learning environments. While professors still conduct instruction in front of the class, smart technologies give students more chances to engage with the material, the instructor, and one another. We all know that artificial intelligence is poised to change our world, enabling new archaeology discoveries of self-piloted boats, among many others innovations. Artificial intelligence will also introduce profound changes in, in sectors such as education.
So for our
And
introduction, one of the innovations of artificial intelligence is the acceptance and usage of AI in the learning area as a smart classroom. It is the world of intelligent learning through the coordination of innovation and its crossing point with the educational plan to drive the message over. It is also mentioned in their study the improvement it concentrated on the insight of classroom equipment, reflecting the more helpful and regular human-PC interaction. Its configuration reflects more thoughtfulness regarding the classroom.
And for the existing smart classroom, the first one is the Shrewd classrooms. Shrewd classrooms and four broadly utilize ESD techniques, and ESD includes adventure or problem-based learning, case consider, distinguishing in what way the measurements besides groups of the features of smart classroom. Smart classroom can provide and principle to the execution of technology strategies in genuine educating home in a viable method. And the second one is the Savvy Smart Classroom Management. Uh, in Savvy Smart Classroom Management, the logical education assignments are a set of apparatuses that you can utilize to gather and analyze the information collected in a Savvy classroom. And the third one is the Visual Medium Smart Classroom. It offers many imaginative procedures like the utilization of 3D strategy and recordings to install an idea in the psyche of the understudies. The next one is the methodology.
The paper explains the technology of smart classroom by which AI applied in the instruction, which called smart classroom. Especially, importance of smart classrooms, features, and limitations, and what is smart classroom. Smart classroom, an intelligent method for learning and educating understudies. It includes the showcase of historical mixed media, introductions on the screen through a projector. So for the figure 2, it shows the communication channel through cloud computing to be intermediate link between teachers of each classroom and the virtual meet with students at their home. So for our video, how China is using artificial intelligence in classrooms.
In China
蓝色是走神了，
know exactly when someone isn't paying attention.
白色就是你可能跟网络还没有连接好。
These headbands measure each student's level of concentration. The information is then directly sent to the teacher's computer and to parents. China has big plans to become a global leader in artificial intelligence. It has enabled a cashless economy where people make purchases with their faces. A giant network of surveillance cameras with facial recognition helps police monitor citizens. Meanwhile, some schools offer glimpses of what the future of high-tech education in the country might look like.
做出选择吧 ，Good job。
Classrooms have robots that analyze students' health and engagement levels. Students wear uniforms with chips that track their locations. There are even surveillance cameras that monitor how often students check their phones or yawn during classes. These gadgets have alarmed Chinese netizens. But schools say it wasn't hard for them getting parental consent to enroll kids into what is one of the world's largest experiments in AI education. A program that's supposed to boost students' grades while also feeding powerful algorithms.
为了就是国家的这个研究呀、发展呀，我觉得是没有问题的。
The government has poured billions of dollars into the project, bringing together tech giants, startups, and schools. We got exclusive access to a primary school a few hours outside of Shanghai.
同学们早上好。
To see firsthand how AI tech is being used in the classroom. For this 5th grade class, the day begins with putting on a brain wave sensing gadget. Students then practice meditating.
现在想象我们眉心有一点柔和的光芒绽放。
The device is made in China and has 3 electrodes, 2 behind the ears and 1 on the forehead. These sensors pick up electrical signals sent by neurons in the brain. The neural data is then sent in real time to the teacher's computer. So while students are solving math problems, a teacher can quickly find out who's paying attention and who's not.
说明这段时间他是有点在那走神的。
A report is then generated that shows how well the class went for parents.
就是他可以看到每个人的评分。
The reports are detailed, But whether these devices really work and what they exactly measure isn't as clear. We were curious if the headbands could actually measure concentration, so one of our reporters tried on the device.
This is a new technology with still fairly little research behind it.
Theodore Zanto is a neuroscientist at the University of California, San Francisco. He was surprised to learn that this tech, called electroencephalography, also known as EEG, is being used in the classroom on children. It's usually used by doctors in hospitals and labs.
EEG is very susceptible to artifacts. And so if you are itchy or just a little fidgety, or the EEG wasn't set up properly so that the electrodes didn't have a good contact, affects the signal.
Despite the chances for false readings, teachers told us the headbands have forced students to become more disciplined.
上课回答我的问题，就是他们的声音会比平常更响亮。
Teachers say the students now pay better attention during class, and that has made them study harder and achieve higher scores.
上课认真听讲，作业做的基本上是全对的。
But not all students are as enthusiastic. This fifth grader, whom we caught dozing off in class, told us his parents punish him for low attention scores. And that kind of data adds a new kind of pressure for students.
想啊，如果在一次考试全班人都考了95分以上，就你考了一个85，你会不会感觉你有一种
Companies we interviewed said the data can go to government-funded research projects. We spoke to parents who were unclear about where the data ended up, and they didn't seem to care too much. Zanto says there's likely no privacy protection at all.
In a classroom, if you're trying to make an assessment of an individual student, you really can't anonymize it.
Experts and citizens alike are sounding alarms about various aspects of the country's huge push into artificial intelligence. These classrooms are laboratories for future generations. And while these new tools may potentially help some 200 million students raise their grades, just how this all works out won't be apparent until they become adult citizens.
In conclusion, it is evident that the aspect of smart classroom is a positive move in the education system. It has in a great way facilitated the learning process through the utilization of the various media that allow better understanding, since some aspects could be better understood using a certain media as opposed to the other.
Through the application of smart classrooms in the education sector, learning has been enhanced through creation of a superior, innovative environment that facilitates aspects of learning such as distance learning that were not possible prior to the introduction of smart classrooms. The remaining part is the improvement of effectiveness of smart classrooms to cater for emerging learning needs and changing rate of technology.